Hi students, in last video you studied 20 multiple choice questions from the chapter Motion in a Straight Line, and in this video I am going to explain some more multiple choice questions from the same chapter. Let's move on to the first question. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 25 meter per second from the top of a tower of height 30 meter. How long will it travel before it hits ground? Options are A 6 seconds, B 5 seconds, C 4 seconds, D 12 seconds. Here in this question you have to find the total time taken by the ball to reach the ground. Here the given hints are initial velocity of ball, that is 25 meter per second, and also initial position of ball is given, that is 30 meter. Here initially the ball which is at a height of 30 meter from the ground, so V naught 25 meter per second and x naught is 30 meter. You know the relation between V naught x and t, that is x is equal to V naught t plus half at square. Here x means displacement which is nothing but final position minus initial position. Here final position of ball, that is 0, because finally that ball reaches ground. We are taking the frame of reference which is attached to ground, so value of position at ground is 0. So final position of ball is 0 and initial position of ball is 30. So x means that is 0 minus 30, which is equal to V naught, that is 25 into t plus half into a. Here a means acceleration due to gravity, that is minus 10, because acceleration due to gravity, that is always done downwards. So value of g, that is minus 10 into t square. So while simplifying this we get the equation as quadratic equation as 5t square minus 25t minus 30, which is equal to 0. Again simplifying this you get t square minus 5t minus 6, which is equal to 0. Finally you get the answer of t as 6 seconds. So you get the answer as 6 seconds. So the answer is option A, 6 seconds. Second question. The displacement x in meter of a particle of mass m in kg moving in one dimension under the action of a force is related to time t in second by t equal to square root of x plus 3. The displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0 will be, options are A 2 meter, B 4 meter, C 0, D 6 meter. Here in this question you have to find the value of x. So before that you need to find velocity, then equate that to 0. So you know the formula of velocity, that is dx by dt. There you have to differentiate x with respect to time. So here you don't know the equation of x, but you know the equation of t. So from this t equation find the equation of x. So while rearranging this t equation, you get the x equation as t minus 3 whole square. So after that you differentiate this equation with respect to time. So after differentiating you get the equation as 2 into t minus 3. Then equate that to 0. So after equating this you will find the value of t, that is t equal to 3. So next is substitute this t in x equation, that is x is equal to t minus 3 whole square in this equation. So you get the answer of x as 3 minus 3 whole square, that is 0. So the answer is option C, 0. Third question. A body starts from rest and travels with uniform acceleration a to make a displacement of 6 meter. If its velocity after making the displacement is 6 meter per second, then its uniform acceleration a is, options are A 6 meter per second square, B 2 meter per second square, C 3 meter per second square, D 4 meter per second square. Here a body starts from rest means their initial velocity of body is 0 and travels with uniform acceleration a. Here the object means body travels with the acceleration of a to make a displacement of 6 meter. So here 6 meter means x. If its velocity after making the displacement is 6 meter per second means here 6 meter per second is the final velocity. So then its uniform acceleration a is, here you need to find the value of acceleration. Here you know v naught, v and x. Using these three you have to find a. You know the relation between v naught and x, that is v square which is equal to v naught square plus 2ax. Using this equation you have to find the value of a. So substitute the values of v naught and x. So v value 6, so v square becomes 36 which is equal to v naught value is 0, so v naught square becomes 0 plus 2 into a into x, x value that is displacement 6 meter. So while simplifying this you get value of a as 3 meter per second square. So the answer is option C. Next question. The dimensional formula for acceleration is, options are A L t to the power 2, option B L t to the power minus 2, option C L to the power 2 into t, option D L to the power 2 into t to the power 2. You know the formula for acceleration, that is dv by dt means velocity by time gives acceleration, and also you know the dimensional formula for velocity. So velocity which is nothing but displacement by time. So for that velocity dimensional formula becomes L into t to the power minus 1. So acceleration means velocity by time. So velocity dimensional formula L t to the power minus 1 divided by time, velocity by time. So dimensional formula becomes L t to the power minus 1 by t. So while simplifying this, while taking this denominator to numerator, then that formula becomes L t to the power minus 2, minus 1 into minus 1 which become minus 2. So the answer is option B, L t to the power minus 2. Fifth question. Which one of the following is the unit of velocity? Options are A kilogram, B meter, C meter per second, D second. You know the definition of velocity, that is displacement by time. Here unit of displacement is meter and unit of time is second. So the unit of velocity becomes meter per second. So the answer is option C. Sixth question. A body starts from rest and travels with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. After t seconds, its velocity is 10 meter per second. Then t is, options are 10 seconds, option B 5 seconds, option C 20 seconds, option D 6 seconds. Here in this question, a body starts from rest means their initial velocity of body is 0, means v naught is 0, and that body travels with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Means A of that body is 2 meter per second square. After t seconds, its velocity is 10 meter per second. Means after t second, that velocity of body become 10 meter per second. That means final velocity v, that is 10 meter per second. So here you know the initial velocity v0, final velocity v, and acceleration. Using these three, you have to find time t. You know the relation between v, v0 and a. From the equation of motion, you know v is equal to v0 plus a t. So using this equation, you have to find t. Substitute v, v0 and a value in that equation. 10, which is equal to 0 plus 2t. While simplifying, you get t equal to 5 seconds. So the answer is option B, 5 seconds. Seventh question. A boy starts from a point A, travels to a point B at a distance of 1.5 km and returns to A. If he takes 1 hour to do so, his average velocity is, options are A, 3 km per hour, B, 0, C, 1.5 km per hour, D, 2 km per hour. Here in this question, you have to find average velocity of boy. Here a boy starts from a point A and travels to a point B. Here the distance between these 2 points A and B, that is 1.5 km. And finally that boy returns to the same point A. So here the time taken to travel from a point A to again A, 1 hour. Here you have to find average velocity. You know the formula of average velocity, that is x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. That is nothing but displacement by time. If x1 and x2 are same, then the displacement becomes 0. If displacement becomes 0, then average velocity also become 0. So the answer is option B, 0. Eighth question. A body starts from rest if it travels with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Its displacement at the end of 3 seconds is, options are A, 9 meter, B, 12 meter, C, 16 meter, D, 10 meter. Here a body starts from rest. Here also initial velocity of body is 0. If it travels with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square, means acceleration A, that is 2 meter per second square. Its displacement at the end of 3 seconds. Here 3 seconds means time taken by the body, that is 3 seconds. Here you have to find the value of displacement. So here you know the value of V0, A and T. Using these three, you need to find x using equation x is equal to V0 t plus half AT square. Substitute the values. So here V0 value is 0, so V0 t becomes 0. So x is equal to half AT square, half into A value that is given 2 and T value that is 3 seconds. So half into 2 into 3 into 3. So which is equal to 9 meter. So the answer is option A, 9 meter. Ninth question. A body starts from rest and travels with uniform acceleration A to make a displacement of 6 meter. If its velocity after making the displacement is 6 meter per second, then its uniform acceleration A is, options are A 6 meter per second square, option B 2 meter per second square, option C 3 meter per second square, option D 4 meter per second square. So in this question, body starts from rest. So initial velocity of body which is equal to 0. That means V naught is equal to 0, and that body travels with uniform acceleration A to make a displacement of 6 meters. So here x value which is equal to 6 meter. If its velocity after making the displacement is 6 meter per second, means here final velocity of body, that is 6 meter per second, then its uniform acceleration is, here you need to find uniform acceleration A using V naught, x and V value. You know the relation which connects V naught, V, x and A, that is V square which is equal to V naught square plus 2ax. So this equation that connects V naught, A and x. Substitute the values of V naught, x and x. So 6 square, equation becomes 6 square which is equal to 0 plus 2a into 6. So while simplifying you get A is equal to 3 meter per second square. So the answer is option C, 3 meter per second square. 10th question. A body starts from rest and travels with uniform acceleration on a straight line. If its velocity after making a displacement of 32 meter is 8 meter per second, its acceleration is, options are A 1 meter per second square, option B 2 meter per second square, option C 3 meter per second square, option D 4 meter per second square. So here in this question V naught is 0 because body starts from rest and travels with uniform acceleration on a straight line. If its velocity after making a displacement of 32 meter, here displacement x value 32 meter and its final velocity 8 meter per second. So using V naught, x and V value, you need to find acceleration using the formula V square which is equal to V naught square plus 2ax. So this equation that connects V naught, V, x and a. So while substituting those values here, that is 8 square which is equal to 0 plus 2 into a into x value is 32. So while simplifying this you get a as 1 meter per second square. So the answer is option A, 1 meter per second square. 11th question. The motion of a particle along a straight line is described by equation x is equal to 8 plus 12t minus t cube, where x is in meter and t in second. The retardation of the particle when its velocity becomes 0 is, options are option A 24 meter per second square, option B 0, option C 6 meter per second square, option D 12 meter per second square. Here in this question, particle that is moving along a straight line and that path is described by the equation x is equal to 8 plus 12t minus t cube. So in this equation x is in meter and time t in seconds. Here you have to find the retardation which is nothing but negative acceleration. So before that you need to find velocity. Velocity that is equal to dx by dt means differentiation of x with respect to time. So first you have to differentiate this equation with respect to time. You know the formula for differentiation of x to the power n with respect to x, that is n into x to the power n minus 1. So using that formula you can simplify dx by dt. So v, which is equal to differentiation of 8 becomes 0, differentiation of 12t becomes 12. So here 12 is constant, right, as it is. Then differentiation of t becomes t to the power 0. T to the power 1 minus 1 means t to the power 0. So answer is 12. Then differentiation of t cube minus t cube. So which become, after differentiation you get value as 3t square, means differentiation of t square become 3 into t to the power 3 minus 1, which become t square. So v equation become 12 minus 3t square. Then equate this to 0. So while equating this 12 minus 3t square is equal to 0, you get t as 2 seconds. Then find the retardation, means acceleration. Acceleration which is equal to dv by dt, means you have to differentiate velocity equation with respect to time. So differentiate this. So here differentiation of 12 becomes 0 because it is constant. Differentiation of any constant term is 0. So remaining is minus 3t square. Differentiation of minus 3t square becomes minus 3 into 2, that is 6, into t to the power 2 minus 1 is t. So value of, means equation of acceleration, that is minus 6 into t. So here you have to find retardation in time of 2 seconds because you got the value of t as 2 seconds. So find acceleration at time t equal to 2 seconds. So this equation become minus 6 into 2, which gives minus 12 meter per second square. So the answer is option D, 12 meter per second square. 12th question. A boy standing at the top of a tower of 20-meter height drops a stone assuming g is equal to 10 meter per second square. The velocity with which it hits the ground is, options are A 10 meter per second, option B 20 meter per second, option C 40 meter per second, option D 5 meter per second. In this question, a boy standing at the top of tower. Here height of the tower, that is 20 meter, and that boy drops a stone from that top of tower. So the initial velocity of stone, which becomes 0. So V0 value is 0, assuming g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Here you have to find the final velocity of stone, that is velocity with which it hits the ground. So you know the formula, that is V square is equal to V0 square plus 2gh. So here in this formula substitute the value of V0, that is 0. So finally you get the equation as V is equal to square root of 2gh. Here you need to find the final velocity v. So while substituting the values here square root of 2 into g value that is 10 and h value that is 20, height of tower that is 20. So while simplifying you get the final velocity as 20 meter per second. So the answer option B, 20 meter per second. 13th question. A particle moves a distance x in time t according to equation x is equal to t plus 5 whole to the power minus 1. The acceleration of particle is proportional to, options are A, velocity to the power 3 by 2, option B, distance to the power 2, option C, distance to the power minus 2, option D, velocity to the power 2 by 3. Here in this question, distance of particle that is given in equation x is equal to t plus 5 whole to the power minus 1. Here you have to find acceleration. Before that you need to find velocity using formula v is equal to dx by dt, means differentiation of this ax with respect to time. So for the differentiation you know the formula, that is differentiation of x to the power n with respect to x, which gives n into x to the power n minus 1. So use that formula to differentiate this. So v is equal to dx by dt, which is equal to, here in place of n here is minus 1 and in place of x here is t plus 5. So differentiation of this x become minus 1 into t plus 5 whole to the power minus 1 into minus 1, that becomes minus 2. Then find acceleration. Acceleration, that is differentiation of this v with respect to time. You know the equation of v here. Differentiate this v equation with respect to time. While differentiating you get the equation as minus into minus 2, that becomes plus 2 into t plus 5 to the power minus 2 minus 1, that becomes minus 3. Then v to the power 3 by 2. If you take the power of velocity as 3 by 2, then this equation become minus t plus 5 whole to the power minus 3, means minus 2 into power 3 by 2, that 2 gets cancels, remaining is minus 3. So in the formula, that is A, in the equation of acceleration, A, which is equal to 2 into t plus 5 to the power minus 3. Here t plus 5 whole to the power minus 3, that is nothing but v to the power 3 by 2. So A, which is equal to minus 2 into v to the power 3 by 2. So from this you get the relation as A is proportional to v to the power 3 by 2, means acceleration is directly proportional to velocity to the power 3 by 2. So the answer is option A. 14th question. A particle moves in a straight line with a constant acceleration. It changes its velocity from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second while passing through a distance 135 meter in t second. The value of t is, options are A 10 seconds, B 1.8 seconds, option C 12 seconds, option D 9 seconds. Here in this question, particle that is moving in a straight line with constant acceleration. Here the velocity of that particle changes from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second. So here V0 value is 10 meter per second and V value is 20 meter per second. And the displacement of that particle x, which is equal to 135 meter. So here you need to find the value of t. So you know the equation, that is V is equal to V0 plus AT. So using that equation you can find the value of t, but in that equation there is a term A, but you don't know the value of A. So use another equation and find A, that is equation V square is equal to V0 square plus 2AX. So using this equation, first find value of A. Once you get the value of the A, then you can find the value of T. Using the equation V is equal to V0 plus A into T. So here V0 value is 10, V value 20 and X value 135. Substitute those values, you get 20 square, that is 400, which is equal to 10 square, that is 100, plus 2 into A into X value, that is 135. So after simplifying you get the value of A as 10 by 9 meter per second square. Then substitute this A in the equation V is equal to V0 plus AT. V value 20, A value 10. So 20 is equal to 10 plus A value, you got it as 10 by 9 into T. So simplify, 10 minus 20 minus 10, that gives 10, which is equal to 10 by 9 into T. That is T is equal to 10 into 9 divided by 10, that is equal to 9 seconds. So the answer is option D, 9 seconds. 15th question. A stone falls freely under gravity. It covers distance h1, h2 and h3 in the first 5 seconds, the next 5 seconds and the next 5 seconds respectively. The relation between h1, h2 and h3 is, options are A. h1 is equal to h2 by 3, which is equal to h3 by 5. Option B. h2 is equal to 3h3 and h3 is equal to 3h2. Option C. h1 is equal to 2 into h2, which is equal to 3 into h3. Option D. h1 is equal to h2, which is equal to h3. In this question, a stone falls freely under gravity. That means initial velocity of stone, that is 0. And that stone covers a distance of h1, h2 and h3. So here h1 is the distance covered in the first 5 seconds. h2, that is the distance covered by the stone in the next 5 seconds. And h3, that is the again distance covered by that stone in the next 5 seconds. The relation between h1, h2, h3 that you have to find. So here V0 is 0, initial velocity is 0. So next you can find the distance covered by the stone. So using the formula, x is equal to V0t plus half at square. So there V0 value is 0. So the relation formula become x is equal to half at square. So here the stone falls freely under gravity and the height or the distance which is given in h. So this relation, this formula, we can write it as h, which is equal to half into g into t square. So next find the distance covered by the stone in the first 5 seconds. Using this formula, h is equal to half gt square. So h1, which is equal to half into g into t square. Here we are finding the distance for first 5 seconds. So substitute the time as 5. So half into g into 5 square. So that is equal to, while simplifying this, you get the answer as 125. So next, h1 plus h2 means it is the distance covered by the stone in first 5 seconds and in the next 5 seconds. So h1 plus h2. So total time becomes 10 and the distance covered we can find using this formula, that is half into g into 10 square. So here the value becomes 500. Here g value is 10 approximately we are taken. So h1 plus h2, that is equal to 500. Next, substitute the value of h1, that is 125 here. So 125 plus h2, which is equal to 500. So that gives h2 value as 375. So next, h1 plus h2 plus h3, that means distance covered by stone in the first 5 seconds, next 5 seconds and in the next 5 seconds, means total time becomes 15 seconds. So distance covered by the stone in 15 seconds, that is half into g into time 15 seconds, so 15 square. So simplify this, you get the answer as 1125. h1 plus h2 plus h3, that is equal to 1125. So here you've got the value of h1 and h2, that are 125 and 375. Substitute those values here and simplify, you get the value of h3 as 625. So while observing the values of h1, h2 and h3, you can write h2, which is equal to 3 times h1. So h2 value is 375. You can write this 375 in terms of h1, that is 125 into 3, which is equal to 375, means h2 which is equal to 3 into h1, and h3 value of h3 is 625. You can write this h3 value in terms of h1, means 125 into 5, that gives a value of 625. So you can write h3 as 5 times h1. So by observing this, you write the relation as h1 is equal to h2 by 3, that is equal to h3 by 5. So the answer is option A.